The following is going to be a masterclass in how to turn a very slow SEO news week into an epic collection of SEO tidbits.
Epic. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
Do you like Keen? What, the late 2000s rock band?
But when I think about it, I don't see how you can.
No, it's the football player from Manchester United.
He is fantastic. His knowledge of the game is superb. Vision.
Oh, you mean Keynesian economics, the macroeconomic theory about how during recessions economic output is strongly influenced by aggregate demand.
The greatest thing that's ever happened in the history of mankind.
No, mate. Keen. Kleenex, the super absorbent tissue.
Oh, that's it, cool. Oh my goodness. Hey, Floyd, you forgot your hat.
Okay, I'm just being a little bit silly. I'm actually talking about the new Pinterest competitor that's been launched by Google called Google Keen. Keen is essentially like the alien baby of Pinterest, a to-do list, and like some sort of like old school social bookmarking.
Actually, kind of.
So like essentially you can go in and like make boards and then tag them with keywords, save articles and pictures to them in these kind of various collections. But from an SEO point of view, it's not actually going to do anything because as you can see, the site is not indexed, it's behind a login screen. But from a traffic point of view, early adopters might actually benefit if you go like full throttle onto this brand new platform. Now the thing is, with most of Google's side projects, it's probably already destined for the scrap heap, kind of like, if you remember like Google Wave and Google+, but it's potentially an interesting place to start generating brand new traffic sources. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Canonical Chronicle, the meme-infused SEO news that stops your rankings from tanking. In this week's SEO news, we're going to talk about YouTube has got a new direct product integration into the ads, Twitter has introduced voice tweets, Google is banning clickbait ads and stopping targeting certain vulnerable demographics, John Muller says again that he doesn't trust guest post links, and we then go into how you can succeed in mobile indexing. As always, timestamps in the description below if you want to skip to a particular part of the video, but without further ado, let's get into it. So for all those with the attention span of a PPC consultant, here is the digital marketing TLDR. So you can now do shoppable ads in YouTube videos as well as a new lead generation format. It's called True View Action. Also, Google has banned clickbait ads, so you're going to need to be more careful with your ad copy. If it's too like sensationalist, it's going to get pulled.
You saw boobies in the thumbnail. Hands down your pants, you're bound to fail. You're waiting for skin, but 10 minutes in, you realise it's a video they ain't even in.
So Google's also banned discriminatory targeting, so you can't actually target by postcode if you have like a housing, unemployment or credit related ad. I mean, you can still run those fucking awful ads, just you can't target poor neighborhoods with them anymore.
You're a real stupid piece of shit. But I know I'm a piece of shit. That at least makes me better than all the pieces of shit who don't know they're pieces of shit.
Twitter's also rolled out voice tweets, so now you can hear the rage in someone's voice getting upset with you for not agreeing with some random ideology on the internet.
I don't eat meat, or fish, or dairy, or eggs. But I'm not a vegan because I don't want to be part of your fucking club. I eat oysters. Fuck 'em.
Google also reiterated that you should no-follow all links in guest posts. We actually have a live reaction from the SEO community right here. And lastly, we are going to dig into some advice John Muller gave on a recent Webmaster Hangout around mobile first indexing. Okay, so first it's shoppable YouTube videos. So if you buy ads on YouTube, you can now actually specify exact products or collections to show within the ads. So the new format is called True View Action, and as well as products in the ads, there's also a new lead generation format. So when you're pushing out your branded videos to your audience, you can now actually get a one-click call to action lead generation form that's built straight into the video. Pretty cool. Next up is Google banning clickbait ads. This SEO consultant has this one SEO hack that rockets your traffic overnight. Find out why Google hates him and clients love him. Now, you may be forgiven for thinking that was an intro to a Neil Patel video.
Have you ever read any one of my blog posts and found, hey, they all follow a similar format?
But it was actually my attempt at clickbait, which Google Ads is now banning. Which I'm kind of sad about, because we don't get any more absolute gems like this. One weird tip discovered by a mum, and cosmetic companies now hate her. Struggling to perform? Try blue... Wait a minute, are these ads targeted to me? So, do you remember the old Google slogan? It was famously like, don't be evil, which is something they kind of promptly removed when they started providing all of your data to the government and helping China censor information and selling artificial intelligence to the military.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
But it seems like there's still some people at Google fighting the good fight, as they have banned demographic targeting for any sort of housing, employment, or credit-based ads. Now, it's great to see a corporation giving the little guy a helping hand.
Ah, come on! You're gonna fall unless you take my hand!
And the reason it's been banned is because predatory companies could previously target you with ads if you live in a poorer, quote-unquote poorer, postcode. So great, now people can't prey on the vulnerable with predatory ads. No, they can still do the ads, just not by postcode. So they can still target vulnerable people, it's just more expensive to target vulnerable people. So ultimately, they just need to spend more money on the ads. Right. So in effect, Google makes more money? Ah, I see what you did there.
Oh, okay, I see what you did there.
Now, as you know, Google love it when SEO people build links. They're constantly going on about how to build links at scale so that you can rank your website.
This suit is black. Okay. I'm not quite...
Yeah, it's obviously sarcasm. They do not like them, and they consistently tell us that they really, really don't like them. For example, just this week, John Muller reiterated that if you're doing guest posts, it should be no follow links in the guest post, guys. And you know, at Type A Media, we completely agree with what he said.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Say no more.
So check out last week's video if you're interested in link building, or if you actually tweet at Jono Alderson. He loves talking about things like links, and you'll get a really solid response from him. So the official word from John is, the part that's problematic is the links. If you're providing the content / the links, then those links shouldn't be passing signals and should have the rel sponsored or rel nofollow attached. It's fine to see it as a way of reaching a broader audience. Okay, John, we'll definitely make sure and do that for you then, bud. No following all links from now on. Interestingly, Dijon SEO held a poll on Twitter where he asked, why do you guest post? And the answer most SEOs gave was, it was for links, of course it was. So here's some of the best comments. So there's a guy called Honourable First Self-Made Trillionaire. He sounds like a laugh at a party. He said, Google can safely ignore links entirely on 85% of guest posts, question, or go one step further and penalise. Well, the opinion of an owner of a professional SEO agency is, I have no idea, mate. Like, probably just do things and look at your own analytics, and if it's going up and to the right, do more of it. If it's going down and to the left, do less of it. Like, SEO is a very bespoke process to each individual brand and website. Look at your own analytics. Don't use some case study you read on Moz to dictate what your SEO strategy is. What if we could take all the arguing and screaming and shouting on Twitter and, like, you know, actually listen to people screaming at each other? Just imagine like the Twitter developer meeting. That's a great idea. Let's make that a feature. So you can now actually do voice tweets on Twitter. Now, my account personally has not been activated with them yet, probably because my voice sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello! But I've already prepared my first voice note tweet for when I can actually use the service.
I would just wanted to know if you would be my friend.
So on this week's Webmaster Hangouts, John Muller shared some really great tips on mobile first indexing. So we thought we would chip in and show you how we approach mobile first indexing as an SEO agency. But before we do, can we just take a minute to appreciate the new COVID haircut that John's given himself? You know, from his like amazing brain power to this brand new mop chop, he is looking more like Professor X from the X-Men every single day. Now, I also gave myself like a little at-home COVID cut, but it's kind of ended up being kind of like a mullet.
The mullet, it's the easiest haircut to have. You know, business at the front, party at the back, it's easy to maintain.
Anyway, here are the things that John said about mobile first indexing. Number one, first, that it's important to keep your mobile and desktop rendering simple. So when people design websites, they actually usually start from the desktop view and build it down to mobile. I'd be really keen to get you to flip that on its head and think of a process called atomic design, where you start with the smallest element first, like a button or a form, and then build that out into larger ones until eventually you get the mobile site, then the desktop site. Number two, so the second insight is a statement about getting dropped from Google's upcoming mobile first index if the content can't be reached or the mobile version can't be reached by the crawler. So this happens when you've got two versions of the site, so you've got one mobile and one desktop. Now, I know there's probably some technical debt reasons for why you would even have two versions instead of just a responsive design, but if at all possible, keep URLs as similar as possible and just make sure it's fast to begin with and try and using something like AMP or like an m.dot subdomain to serve up a completely different experience. And the big thing that came out of what John was saying is like keep it simple. Don't have multiple versions of the site on mobile and desktop if you can help it, and be very, very careful with JavaScript frameworks that are used to dynamically change things on the site. He also said be especially aware to make sure that the links on the site are crawlable on the mobile version as well as the desktop version, and there's no major changes in the two. So that's everything for this week's Canonical Chronicle. If you want more information on the links part of what we talked about today, I recommend having a look at last week's video, which is all about using data journalism for link building. But that's everything for now, so until next time, we will see you later.